All right, making sweet bread. 3 cups flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar in here, 1 tablespoon of sugar here, and I'll add milk, 2/3 cups milk, 2/3, and I'm gonna warm it in the microwave for 30 seconds. Warm milk with sugar. I'm gonna put in 1 tablespoon of yeast. Okay, so that's my yeast mixture, and that's gonna be the milk and the yeast. Okay, I'm gonna stir that in a little bit. Alright, so remember I want to boil 1/3 cup hot water. So I'm gonna put that 1/3 cup of water in the microwave for 1 minute, and that should make it boil. Okay, not too much, half teaspoon of salt in there. So, 3 cups flour, 2 tablespoons sugar, half teaspoon of salt. Just kind of mix it a little bit. Make kind of like an indentation in there, like a kind of like a hole, okay? And I'm gonna pour the boiling hot water in there and just let it gel, make it a gel. And so remember I made the mixture here. I'm gonna kind of stir it just so it gets, and then give it a few minutes because that's gonna foam up. So okay, and then 2 eggs go in here. So one more time. 3 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons sugar, half teaspoon of salt, and 1/3 cup of boiling water. You just pour it into the middle, and what that does is it causes it kind of cooks the flour, a small portion of the flour. You don't want to mix it a lot, just like a small indentation in here, and just kind of like pour the hot water in there, and it will mix it in there. Okay, 2 eggs. Okay, so that's pretty much it from an ingredients perspective for the bread itself, right? So we have the gelatinous bread, hot flour, right? That kind of like cooked flour. So this kind of like foamy now. I think that's pretty good. Okay, so I'm gonna pour it in here. Get that good stuff. 2 eggs. Okay, so mix that up. This is going to be a very sticky mass. Okay, it doesn't need to be very super mixed. Right? It's just kind of like sticky mass. So look in here, it's sticky, right? It's very sticky. Okay, so you just kind of mix it with a spatula, and it's warm because of the hot flour mixture, and also the warm milk yeast mixture. All right, so that's good. That's all that we really need to do, and let it rise for like 15 minutes. So set a timer for 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll mix it again. And that time we will mix in 2 tablespoons of oil into and then mix it up really well. All right, so the mix has been risen for about 15 minutes. So if you look at it now, it's double in size from what it was. And it looks slightly different, right? It's probably not as sticky as it was. But now we're going to mix in 2 tablespoons of salad oil, vegetable oil. and into the mix and kind of like mix it up even better. So this gives it the so 2 tablespoons of oil. All right, so I'm gonna start mixing and kind of just folding the oil mixture into the mix, right? Fold, fold, pull, knead, push, pull, push, right? It's a very sticky mixture. It's mixed and kneaded, right? So you kind of like the dough kneading procedure. You can use a bread machine, mixer, bread dough hook, and mix it. That's fine too. Probably even better, but it's fine. For my bread, this turns out pretty good. So at the same time, I took out a stick of butter and I'm gonna put it in the counter just to let it rest and come to room temperature for 30 minutes. I'm gonna set a timer for 30 minutes to let this dough rise. And then I'm going to prepare the butter milk mixture in a little bit in 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes. The dough has risen to double the size. I'm gonna make the butter milk fill. All right, so we got milk powder in here. And we got a stick of butter. Butter mixture as having, it should be like lumpy. And, oh, I forgot, I want some sugar in here. Two cups, 2 tablespoons. Right? Shouldn't be dry, it should be lumpy. I put 2 2x2 plastic surface, wrapped surface here. And I'm gonna put a generous layer of flour, right? So that's about a 1/4 cup of flour here right now. I'm just gonna spread it out a little bit because it's gonna go get mixed into the dough very quickly because the dough is very sticky. And so we need a lot of flour. You put 2, and so you can see here the dough is extremely sticky, right? Okay, so it's my dough, and if I touch it, it's kind of sticky, so I'm going to be, stretching it out a little bit. I'm going to be folding it. Milk mixture. We'll use half of it. Let's save the other half for next time. So it's a nice thick buttermilk mixture. goes up. Okay, so we created a roll, 12-inch pan, and I'm just gonna oil it and then start cutting it and putting it in here. Pan, maybe a tablespoon of oil, or maybe a little less, who knows. But anyway, a little bit of oil, mix it in there, get the base, right? Get the sides. Okay, so this is my baking pan. You can use any 12-inch pan. So we're going to start on to cut it. Okay. And so here we go. And into Alright, so, okay, the final step before baking, we need to give it, we want it to have a nice golden crust, so you need an egg wash. So I basically, I take a 1 egg and a little bit of milk in here, mix it up, and then kind of brush it on. And now that it's risen for about half an hour, I'm gonna go and preheat the oven to 350 degrees, and then while it's heating up, I will do my egg wash, all right? All right, so oven is being preheated. Let's do the egg wash. Okay. And typically you do just egg yolk, but you know what? I like it this way. I don't care. It works fine. So, a little milk in there. Maybe about a tablespoon. And okay, so egg wash, brush it on. All right, so it's now in the oven, 350 degrees for 20 minutes. I just put it in, and that's what it looks like. And hopefully in 20 minutes, we'll take it out and see what it looks like. All right, I realized that 20 minutes was not enough. Probably needs 25 minutes. So I added 5 more minutes to the cooking time because otherwise it will be undercooked. So 25 minutes, 350 is probably the correct time. So the cooking time actually went to 27 minutes because I wanted to give it a much darker golden color, and wanted to make sure that the inside was perfectly cooked. So that's 27 minutes, 350 degrees, and this is the result. And I'm going to brush it with a little bit of butter to give it a little shinier appearance. And then it's done. Just let it cool, and then we'll take it to the party. Enjoy.